Turn up. How y'all doing? Welcome to KARLTON Says Live. We are back. We took a little hiatus to enjoy that turkey.
Wet, turn up.
I'm KARLTON.
I'm Tamika.
And behind the scenes, as you can see, we're on a new set. We in a little different environment. We're trying some new things out. So
little fancy.
yeah, we're trying to get things ready for 2015. So
I like it.
yeah, we definitely trying to do some things. And so during the next few episodes, there's gonna be some subtle changes. So
Okay.
you know,
It was not subtle today, y'all. I'm just gonna be real.
she
with
got
you.
lost.
I walked in and walked right back out the building like,
Okay.
Am I being punked today? So okay.
Yeah.
At least I know it's coming next.
Right. So how was your Thanksgiving?
It was good. It was very good. I actually tried to do better. I had one huge bad plate, and then the rest of the time I tried to choose like some healthy stuff, like some fruit and not so much ham.
Oh, okay. I did.
You did.
Absolutely did not. Because at first I had to work, and then I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna eat and enjoy that food that my mom made. So yeah, it was good. Good.
I had to shop too, y'all. So
I went with it.
You know, I could not have the most extreme itis while trying to catch these sales for my son. I have a 7-year-old, so you know it gets real on Black Friday, Great Thursday.
How was the Thanksgiving, Terrence?
No.
Oh, I was like, wait, no.
My heart, Jesus.
You messing up my program here. I'm sorry to be selfish. Okay, great. Well, today we're trying some new things here too. If you're my friend on Facebook or you follow me on Twitter, or if you're friends with Tamika or Terrence, we definitely would love to hear from you. We have a lot to talk about today. We might go a little longer than 30 minutes, so bear with us. We're talking about Ferguson, New York, Bill Cosby, all the important things that have happened since we've been gone and up to today. So we want to hear from you. Shoot me a comment on Facebook, shoot me a message on Facebook, hit me up, tweet me, or tweet Terrence if you have his handle, or Facebook him, or do the same with Tamika. Hit us up on Instagram. Yep. I mean, we just want to hear from you so that we can kind of just make this a roundtable discussion, because the thing about this is it's a tragedy nonetheless, but we all have our own opinions about everything, and we want to just make sure everybody's voice is heard for. Because like I said, I might feel a certain type of way about something, and you might feel totally different. Doesn't make you right or wrong, but we just need to have a round table about discussion, because maybe through everybody's voice we can come up with a great solution to why everything is happening. So let's go ahead and jump into it. Of course, you guys know there was no indictment for Darren Wilson. He was the officer who shot and killed 18-year-old Michael Brown. So because of that, a lot of protests, they've been protesting, but a lot of protests is spread because of that no indictment with the whole Michael Brown situation. And then after that, there was a 12-year-old who was shot.
Yep.
He allegedly was holding a gun in a park.
And it was a water gun.
And it was a fake gun, but because the thing wasn't the fake part of the gun wasn't on it, it thought it was like a real gun, so then the police officer shot and killed the 12-year-old child. And then this week, for those of you who know, Eric Garner, he was killed because a police officer held him in a chokehold. He said, "I couldn't breathe." Allegedly, the Eric Garner was resisting arrest, and the officer put him in a chokehold, and he was screaming and saying, "I can't breathe," and then he died. But there was no indictment for the police officer in that situation as well. So because of this has caused a lot of conversation about race relations, about police brutality, about trusting law enforcement. It's just a lot of conversations that had been needed to be had a long time ago. But now because of all this, things are stirring up a lot of things.
Right.
So.
I don't know. I'm the first to say, don't make it a black and white thing. Don't make it a race thing. Make it an injustice thing. I always scream that because I truly believe that. Because at the end of the day, when Day shoots Pookie, all of us are not saying stop the black on black crime. It's like, oh my gosh, let's not snitch because snitching is not cool. So at the end of the day, if it's injustice, it's injustice. I feel like, no matter what color you are, you can be purple and you shoot somebody blue. It's not okay to get away with it. You can't take a life and not be tried for it. I really do believe that the judgment is not here on earth, and that's real. That's something that we just have to come to grips with, that we can't change everything and we cannot control everything. But it's just starting to become so repetitive with, Michael Brown and Eric Garner and a 12-year-old and just all these other young men that are getting shot. And it always happens to be a white person that's doing the shooting or the killing or whatever the unjust act is that makes it to widestream and widespread television. I think that we just need to come together as a people, as a community, as a whole, and say that it's not right. If white kills white, it's not right. If boyfriend kills girlfriend with domestic violence, or girlfriend kills boyfriend, it's not right. If it's just not right and it's not okay. And I feel like in the two main instances, both men had their hands up, and that's the real problem, because you're saying, oh, you're resisting arrest, you're doing this and doing that. I watched the Eric Garner tape last night. It was a 13-minute long tape that was on YouTube. If you go on, it's the only one that says 13 minutes and 48 seconds, and I watched it twice just so I can see where they could have a just cause by saying it. This man had his hands up when they first started to put the what is it? Oh Lord, I've been arrested. The things around his arms, handcuffs.
Yeah.
And when he was on the ground, he just kept screaming, "I can't breathe!" And it was 4 different shots from 4 different camera people from just on the street saying, "Oh my gosh, he's saying he can't breathe, he can't breathe." And it took about 8 minutes for the ambulance to get there. And I'm sitting here like, oh wow, so many people call the ambulance and all this stuff, and it's on the main road in New York, and it took so long for them to get there, and this man passed away. Where was the justice in that? If he had his hands up, number one, why'd you have to choke him? So that's where I'm confused with law enforcement. And like you were saying, like it causes you not to be able to trust enforcement. And I have a son. I am raising my son to be a man the best way I can, with uncles like Uncle Carlton, with family members, with friends, and positive influences. But how do you tell your son, trust the police but don't trust the police? Trust enforcement but don't trust them enough with your life? How do you explain that to a man that's growing up in this world? It's
definitely a difficult thing. It makes you, and as speaking as an African American man, it's a scary situation because, you're always taught that, and like I said, I'm not naive to the situation. You're taught that you have to always live your life a certain type of way because we're African American, especially for men, because there are people out there who are just they're gonna come at you because you're a black man. I've been pulled over by a police officer, and we was in the car. He claimed to have pulled us over because our lights went on, and so what ended up happening, he thought I was a drug dealer, pulled me out, patted me down, everything. It was one of the most scariest instances of my life because I thought I was going to jail, and it was scary. But on the flip side, at the same time, a lot of times in our community, we're so reactive, we're not proactive.
Right.
And unfortunately, we live in an unfair society, and unfortunately, we live in an unfair world. And if things were right, we could everybody will be on the same playing field, but we're not. Right. We have to be realistic about it. So, as African American men, we have to do things so that we're not giving the police an excuse to come at us. You see what I'm saying? Like, if you're the 12-year-old should not have been shot. He's 12. He's a baby. He should not have been shot. But why did he have a gun? Right. And I know it's a play gun, and I know boys do that. But why was he playing like that? You're giving these crooked cops, and you're giving them a reason to be unfair. You see what I'm saying?
You're right.
So I mean, you have to, and unfortunately, we have to live in a way that we have to be 200 steps ahead of other people, because we know how people in society look at African Americans, and especially African American men. Yes, this is not a racial thing. I agree with you wholeheartedly that it is injustice is injustice. If a black police officer would have shot a white man, it's the same thing.
Right.
It's the same thing. It's wrong on all accounts. But because this is the other way around, we as African American men, we have to do better.
And I feel like it should be some type of community teachings where men in the community are positive, who are positive and who are not in trouble and haven't, have lived their lives for 30, 40 years, without having to go to jail and with staying out of trouble, can teach these young men, hey, I'm not telling you to walk on eggshells, but I am telling you, don't put yourself in this position. Don't go out at night with your hooded shirt on and your pants sagging to your ankles and you walking around talking loud and belligerent and you're drinking and you're drunk and you're high, because this puts you in a compromising situation. And then you get mad when someone says something to you. That's just like if you're going in for a job. They're not going to hire you if you're looking that way. So why would you walk around and expect for someone not to think that you're that way if you're looking that way? My young man goes to school with his belt around his waist. He does not wear the tight skinny jeans. He is not going to be sagging. He knows better. He tucks his shirt in. Yes, ma'am. No, ma'am. Not because I want him to walk on eggshells, but because I want him to know that the culture that he lives in, like you said, he needs to be 200 steps ahead. That's just how it is.
I wanted to.
It's a difference in between being upset and being angry and being mad. Animals are mad, people are upset and angry. So when you're out here rioting and looting these stores in your community, your mom and pop shops, the places that you need to go to pick up your groceries and your hair supplies and rent your cars and to do all these things, you tearing up your community. I'm not saying do it, but don't tear up your community.
Right.
You mad at them, but you tearing up your own stuff. So when you wake up in the morning, it's a building that's smoking and on fire because you put that fire there, and you're using this as an excuse to break into stores and to rob food and shelter and all that stuff. These people ain't take away your food, and I ain't trying to be mean, but they ain't take away your food stamps. They didn't take away all this stuff. You can still go and buy food. Respect yourself and your race and your culture enough, because see, they see you acting like wild animals, they gonna treat you like wild animals.
Like I said, it just goes back to what I'm saying. You have to be 200 steps ahead. You have to. I'm sorry that again. I agree wholeheartedly. Wrong is wrong, but at the same time, we have to be real about the situation. We as black men got to do better.
Yep.
I'm sorry. That's just at the end of the day. If we want the harassment to stop, don't give them an excuse to harass you.
Right.
You can, so that way you can honestly say I did nothing wrong, because they're gonna try to find a way to come against you.
Yep. That's
just the end of the day. And I was and what Terrence was saying about the what are we doing with the black on black crime? I wholeheartedly agree with that too. Terrence, apparently they can't hear you. I'm getting tweets and stuff saying they can't hear you.
Okay.
And my mom just texted me too. The black and white, the black on black crime. That's right. That's real. Where are we when John is killing Mark? You know what I'm saying? Where are we with that? Why aren't we protesting that? Why aren't we rioting? Not rioting, but that's not good. But why aren't we in outrage about that? Because we're getting rid of our own.
Yeah.
It's kind of like the Darwinism. I'm trying to think what is that? The theory where we're getting rid of the survival of the fittest. We're getting rid of our own people, and that's what the outside people who are against us, that's what they want.
Right.
They don't have to get rid of us. We're doing it ourselves.
Amen.
So and I was watching before the show started, I was watching CNN with Terrence, and they was talking about this lady was talking about what are we doing to prepare our youth for the real world. You know what I'm saying? Where are the people going to these community centers? Where are these people going to the Boys and Girls Clubs? What are we actually doing to be proactive about the situation? And there's nothing against, I think the whole social media movement is cool. I mean, voicing your opinion, making a change, but there's a difference between you just speaking out of ignorance and you actually doing something about it. There's a lot of people on Facebook and on Twitter speaking in ignorance. That people are saying all cops are bad, all cops aren't bad. He's speaking about just different things that you don't know about, saying that, don't go out and just tear things up, go do this, go do that. You sound stupid. Yeah. And instead of typing, it's so easy to type on Facebook and do this, the whoop, and do all that. But where are you? What are you doing? Where's your action? How are you being the change that you want to be? We say all the time here, be the change that you want to see. Where's your action at? Yeah. And it's easy for us to talk about it here. It's easy for us to sit in these chairs and say what we got to say. But what are we, and this is me included, what are we doing to make the situation better? There's a march right now at Georgia Regents University right now going on because people are just tired of all the injustice, and they're making they're putting action towards what they're saying.
And it's a peaceful protest. And Georgia Regents University is not a HBCU. It's actually a predominantly white college. I can say that my sorority is the one that's headlining the march. It's a peaceful protest. We have white, we have black, we have Hispanic, we have Puerto Ricans, Asians, all these people coming together to say injustice is injustice.
Yeah.
And not just to say, okay, well, it's black on white and it's a racial conflict. Yeah, some people may think that in their head, but altogether, you just have to understand what injustice means. And you have to try to come together as a community to make it right. And if you do things in decent and in order, I truly believe that you will get the change that you want to see. But as long as you acting up, they gonna act up. And as long as they see you acting a certain kind of way, they're gonna be like, why do they deserve this from us?
Right.
Why do we have to sit here and listen to them if they're acting up and they're screaming and they're hollering, they're cheering up their own community? They don't care enough about their own community for us to sit here and care about them.
I agree.
So just think about it. I mean,
and again, it goes back to just it's just another thing that keeps getting on my nerves. I don't like when people are saying prayer doesn't work. That bothers me. Yeah. Because everybody has their own thing that they want to do. Everybody has their own thing they do to cope with situations. Some people like to go out and march immediately. Some people like to write essays or do or write things in newspapers and blogs just to kind of get things to make change happen. Change happens on so many different levels, and some people want to pray. What's the problem with praying? I don't understand. I mean, if I want to pray and you don't, that's your prerogative. Don't come at me because I choose to pray in a God that I believe in and I know can make things happen. I'm a cancer survivor. Okay? Right. And I know that has nothing to do with this situation, but prayer changes things. Amen. And I truly wholeheartedly believe that. And no matter, I know I have a lot of faults, I have a lot of things going on with me, I have a lot of issues or whatever, but nobody can take that away from me. That I'm a cancer survivor and I know that my God heals and I know that prayer changes things. So if I want to pray about this situation and bring this situation to before my God, then I have the right to do that. Right. And I'm not going to get pissed at you because you're saying, well, you know what, I don't want to pray, I'd rather go out and march. Awesome. I think that's great because you're making a difference. You're deciding to get off your butt and make a difference.
Right.
So I just kind of feel like we all need to respect each other's differences and stop attacking each other. I think that's a big pet peeve of mine when people attack people on Facebook and Twitter. It's because you don't agree with it. You have your own Twitter, you have your own Facebook, make your own status, make your own tweet. Don't comment me, don't comment under my stuff. Yeah. Because you disagree with it and trying to change. I can't stand opinion bullies. That's one thing I can't stand. I can't stand it.
I mean,
Because I'm the first person to say, let me talk to the principal, let me talk to the teacher, and let me see what's going on with my son before I talk to my son and say, what is your side of the story? Because that's what my mom did with me. I never understood it when I was a child when she would say, I want to hear your side, her side, and then I'll figure out what's the truth. Because you know your child, you know what they're capable of. So don't just sit around and say, oh, my child wasn't talking during class. They wasn't talking back. If they talk back at home, they talk when you talking at home. They do all this stuff at home. They're capable of doing it somewhere else.
Yeah.
You should teach your child to respect authority. Not be afraid of them, but respect them, and you'll get the same respect back. Yes, some people abuse authority, but people abuse authority every day. Get over it. If a cop says, get out the street, walk home and be mad at that cop, but at least you made it home.
Yeah. Again,
exactly.
just let's not give people a excuse to be unjust.
Exactly.
That's at the end of the day. That's just the gist of it. But again, and also too, in the midst of all the protesting, in the midst of all the anger and everything else, just remember these families lost somebody.
Yep.
So
right.
Always keep that in the back of your mind as you're angry, as you're going out, as you're making your comments on Facebook and Twitter. The Michael Brown's family, they lost a son. Eric Garner's family, they lost a son, a husband. You know what I'm saying? You know, a father. The 12-year-old boy that's going, they lost a baby. Trayvon Martin, they lost their son. You know, these people, you know, they're gone. Mm-hmm. So let's not tarnish. You know, I don't know where I'm thinking about his legacy, but that's not the word I really want to use. But let's not let their death be in vain. Yeah. That's a better way to put it. So let's just. Again, the best thing I can say is just be the change that you want to see. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And we definitely want to hear from you. I mean, we're going on for an hour. I just tweeted on Facebook because we was on this for 30 minutes, which is a good thing. It's something that needed to be discussed. But we want to hear from you on Facebook and Twitter. If you have an opinion, we would love to hear from you. Let me know if you want me to read out loud. I will do so. We're trying to be a little bit more interactive here on Carlton Says Live because we value what you have to say, especially with things that are happening on this medium. Now let's move on to another topic that I'm really passionate about. I want to talk about Bill Cosby because this thing here has me heated. And not because Terrence said, you know, you're not putting anybody on the pedestal, you know, your child is not an angel, I'm not putting Bill Cosby on the pedestal, but this is what I do believe. I do feel that these women are trying to tarnish his legacy. Bill Cosby has done so much, not just for the African American race, but he's just done so much for the world in general. Mm-hmm. And he's an advocate for education. He's, you know, a lot of people went to college because of this man. You know what I'm saying? And for those of you who don't know, Bill Cosby created a different world. Yeah, Debbie Allen took over after Denise character Lisa Bonet left. But at the end of the day, this was Bill Cosby's brainchild. Bill Cosby, if you notice on Cosby, so he's always wearing different sweatshirts with different colleges on it. Yep. A lot of people went to school and hired and furthered their education because of this man.
And wanted to go to HBCU.
And that's true too. And I feel like because of these women who are coming out, they're now trying to tarnish his reputation. For now, so while when this man goes on to be with the father, people are gonna start thinking, oh well, this is the man that, you know, molested these women or allegedly sexually harassed these women. And I'm not trying. And I want people coming at me. I'm not downplaying rape. I'm not downplaying sexual assault. If it happened, then that's that's horrible.
But let him be innocent
But
to prove it
exactly,
guilty, because with any other situation, it's like, oh, he did it. Innocent into proven guilty, and it's a touchy subject, especially for a woman to say, oh, I'm not gonna blame him, but I really do feel like it's just mighty ironic how 10, 11, 12 women want to all come out and band together like a sister society 40 years later and say what this man did in the 70s and 60s and stuff. I'm not saying he didn't cheat on his wife. I'm not saying he didn't have sex with these women.
Right.
What I am saying is you had ample time then to do what you want to do then and say what you want to say then. You cannot prove anything 40 years later.
To me, it seems like the stories are they are consistent. It's like he gave him a drink, he gave him a pill, and then it was like, and then things went blurry, and then he had sex with me. First of all, he gave you a drink.
You drank it.
So you decided to take the drink and drink it, right?
Right.
Okay, and then some are saying he gave me a pill. You decided to take the pill
with the
alcohol beverage that you're not supposed to do and put it in your mouth.
But before all that, he invited you, and you decided
to go to his room. Because again, it's all about. I know things aren't peachy perfect and stuff, but Bill Cosby is a married man. Why are you, as a single woman, going to his room to work on some jokes? You can do that at a coffee shop. You can do that in an office.
You can do that with other people.
Right, exactly. You can have other people around to make sure that things are legit.
And you could have said, Mr. Cosby, I don't think that's right.
Exactly.
12:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
I feel like we need to do this at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Let's meet for lunch in a public area.
Agreed. So I just and again, the thing that's making this suspect for me is the Janice Dickinson tour. She's this washed up supermodel, is going on all these tours, going to all these media junkets, crying and crap, talking about he raped me. And honestly, I'm sorry, it's making me have several seats. I'm sorry. I mean,
she discredits all the other women that could be telling the truth.
That's my opinion. I'm sorry. I mean, I could be wrong, but that's my opinion about it. She definitely discredits them, because I feel like all the women, they may have done one interview.
Yeah.
I work in news. I know.
You do.
Yeah. So they done one interview, maybe
she
two.
She went on a tour.
She's going on a tour. She's going on a tour. She's going to all these media junkies telling her story.
But you know he's going to court today for the first woman.
I didn't know that.
He appears in court at 2 o'clock today for the first woman.
Okay. And then I saw something on Facebook saying that he's coming out saying, of course, these women are, because now they trying to sue for money. Yeah. Now they want money. So I see that's where the true colors come in at. It's like, so you trying to get some ducats.
Right.
Oh, okay. That's what you want to do? All right.
And this is the way I look at it. With a normal rape case, if John Henry up the block raped me, I want him to go to jail because he raped me. Not because I'm trying to get in John Henry pockets, but because he raped me. And the fact of the matter is, I want him off the street so he can't rape my daughter, my sister, my best friend, my cousin, another woman, like me.
Yeah.
Where money come in with this?
I'm trying to figure out, is money going to make the pain of the rape disappear?
So after 40 years, that didn't make it disappear. But a couple of $1,000s gonna help that disappear. That's all I'm saying. Is that how that works?
It's very suspect. Again, we're not trying to downplay rape, and we're not trying to downplay sexual assault. It's definitely a serious issue.
Right.
A lot of women, there are women who have been raped and they're still dealing with the aftermath of it. So we're not trying to downplay it, but it's just, from the outside looking in, it looks pretty suspect.
I just feel like if my son was to be raped, he's going to get the rape kit. I don't care about you're going to be shunned, people going to laugh at you, people not going to believe you. None of that, because evidence is evidence and you cannot be evidence. So when you say, ain't nobody going to believe that you've been raped, okay, well, let this rape kit show you that I've been raped. I don't care what people are going to think about me or say about me. And yeah, I was wrong for going up to his room, but he was wrong for raping me.
Yeah.
I feel like that should have been a conscious choice that they made then. I just really don't understand the timing of it. That's the point that's getting me.
It's just suspect.
I don't know. 40 years is a long time.
I don't know. It's something.
You know what? I will say this. I'm gonna pray for both sides and let the truth come out. And if he is wrong, then I'll be the first to say he's wrong for that, and he needs to sit behind bars until it's time for him to go see Jesus. But if not, then let this man, like you said, continue his legacy, his positive legacy, to do what he's done for the community, especially our community, for so very long. Let it continue, but don't just don't put the man behind bars and he ain't there yet.
Right.
Just don't do it.
It's like you said, again, innocent until proven guilty.
Yeah.
I mean, where's the justice that y'all taking the Cosby Show off of TV land?
He is so mad.
I'm like, yo, bro, the Cosby Show is one of the best shows ever. Yo, why y'all took the Cosby Show off, bro? Like, come on, but it's still.
But they still playing a different world, though. They still playing a different world.
Because a lot of people don't know the history. A lot of people think a different world was different. No, it's a spinoff of the Cosby Show. So
sure is.
Know the history, but they still sold on Centric. So Centric stay down.
That works for me. I just found out Centric was a station for women. Ooh,
they just rebranded it. It used to be called BTJ, then it was called BT Jazz, and then now it's like Centric, and then now they're retooling it for it's Centric. It's gonna be a station for women because Queen Latifah's pretty much taking over. Like Single Lady's gonna be on Centric. And her talk show that just got canceled is gonna be on Centric.
So basically, all the council shows are coming back.
You tripping? What Terrence disappeared to? I was gonna go to a trailer real quick. He just walked out.
We had something else to talk about. Okay, so we can talk about the Soul Train Awards.
Let's talk about that real quick while Terrence has disappeared. We have a trailer that we wanna normally here we promote music videos, different artists. But this week we're actually promoting a reality show that's coming out. It's called The Inner Circle. I checked it out this week. I literally sat at my desk and watched the whole first season and the reunion. That Jane was. It's hilarious. If you love like reality TV, you'll like this show. It's definitely a good show. But we'll throw to that when Terrence gets back. But let's talk about Soul Train Awards. Definitely.
First, let me say this.
Okay, what you gonna say?
We love to say, African Americans can't put on a good show. I'm not gonna support their stuff, but then you're gonna watch the Golden Globes, you're gonna watch the Grammys, you'll watch the Emmys, you'll watch all this stuff and wonder why so many white acts but not enough black acts. And then they put this soulful music, this good music on an award show. No matter how you think the quality of the content is, you need to support your people so it can be better. Ratings equals money. Money equals better. So for everyone to say, oh, I ain't watching Soul Train Awards because black people always put out junk.
Who said that?
A lot of people on my timeline. And I'm like, large. But you can watch the MTV Awards with these weird acts that come on there all the time, but you can't support your people. I will say that I enjoyed it. I mean, Jodeci lip sang. I didn't know they was lip singing. I was like, oh my God, they sound just like the CD and I'm in love. I didn't know they was lip singing.
You didn't know they was lip singing?
I did not.
I could tell. I could tell as soon as they stepped on the stage.
Sad.
Yeah, it was. And why was your boy? Why did your boy walk out with that ponytail though? Why did he walk out with that
ponytail? Why they call him cauliflower?
Yeah.
They said he had a cauliflower. Y'all, but his ponytail was split back perfectly. I will say that edge controlled his edge. And I just want to know what they used on his head. But I was really confused. Like I was like, what's there?
No, we actually streaming at 66%.
No, so
okay, I just want to make sure.
Chris Brown did a great job.
Chris Brown did good. Chris Brown definitely did good.
Tamar did it.
Yeah, I love Tamar.
When she came out, who was they giving the award to? Jesus.
They was doing the Lifetime Achievement Award for
Kool and the Gang.
I think.
No.
Yeah, Kool and Gang.
Kool and the Gang. Yeah, Kool and the Gang.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't no rap group because they were singing R&B songs. They ain't do no hip hop y'all. It was
Kool and the Gang is not a rap group.
Help me, y'all. Yes, Kool and the Gang is.
No.
Okay, I lied.
What are you talking about? You got me second guessing.
Okay, so Tamar came out on one part and she was like,
you tripping.
And then I was like, oh, but y'all know I goes hard for Tamar. Like I love her. I love her personality. I love her realness, but she need to be real with herself and know that dress was everything, her hair was everything, but their voice was not anything on that show.
Well, I'm not gonna take you away from your opinion. I thought Tamar did good. I was like, okay.
I love her with everything else. I'm the first one to shoot and take up for her, but maybe her mic wasn't all the way on, and maybe it had bad reception like my T-Mobile phone, and maybe I just heard bits and pieces of her sound. Clip from Tamar for everyone that's watching now. I'm gonna post it on KARLTON's page. It's gonna be tagged on my page. It's gonna be tagged on Terrence's page. And y'all let me know if she was at the top of her game. I am not trying to tell her. I cannot sing or lullaby.
That's why. I'm just saying.
As a self-fledged Tamar shit, I thought she did pretty good. And I thought it was good. I was like, okay, Tamar, I see you.
But I'm a real Tamartian, just like I'm a part of the Bayhive. But I'm gonna let Beyonce know that bang was not it.
I'll come at you for real.
No, that bang wasn't it. That's what they want to. That bang wasn't it. That's why she took it out, because she knew it wasn't it either.
You don't mess with the bee.
Promo ready.
Oh yeah.
All right, let's do this. All right, guys. We are going to let you guys see the trailer for The Inner Circle Houston. The guy that is the creator and executive producer of the show, Zachariah O'Neal. We've been tweeting back and forth. He the one been telling me that Terrence's mic has been out.
Okay,
hey Zachariah, what's up?
I can't wait to watch it. I was watching it working while at work, doing work, and then.
You tripping? You put my business out on the street. You don't do that.
I was watching Karma. I'm gonna watch it, Zachariah. I can't wait to watch it.
It's definitely interesting. I like it because I understand how it is when you have a dream and you have a vision and you want to put something out, but you don't necessarily have everything you need for it to be like television ready, quote unquote. But right. you just really want to put it out, and that's the beauty of YouTube and the beauty of being an independent filmmaker or television independent writer or whatever producer. You can put it out there, and YouTube gives you that ability to do so. So shouts out to Zachariah. With the web series reality show The Inner Circle. We have the trailer for season 2, which comes out in January, and we're about to go to it right now. So check it out. Here it is, The Inner Circle Houston, season 2.
This season on The Inner Circle Houston.
Thanks to the homeworker, London, me and Lavelle no longer coexist.
So I heard you been kicking it with your new partner, London. Girl. Yeah, girl, whatever.
What happened to us? We used to be so tight, so together, and now we're just like.
I mean, it's really not that complicated to me.
Well, I'm opening a clothing store, so I'm looking for models.
Well, I know somebody who's a model.
Who?
She doesn't get a lot of credit for her work.
Oh, is she good?
Yes, I would believe so. Her name is Tanaya.
I know her, and I've done business with her and everything. And she's actually like a personal friend of mine. But after she got cool with Ashton, everything's just been going downhill with her.
Why are you just sitting over there like that? You look so dirty, Erica.
She is dirty. Dirty?
Not dirty in that sense.
Hold on. Time out. I'm dirty, so you've been all up in here to know that I'm dirty?
I guess you didn't see the tweet that she said about us all as a group.
What? I guess I was introduced to Ashton, and then Ashton just became her BFF, and every time I call her, she'd be like, oh, I'm busy, or I'm doing stuff, and I'd be like, oh, okay. And one time I asked her, are you with Ashton? And she was like, yeah. And I was like, oh, okay, that's why you're not talking to me.
What's this?
What's up, man?
What do you want?
For us to be back together.
I don't think that's gonna happen.
I have a text I'd like to read you, and it's from Lavelle.
I think we should go in there and turn up the heat a little bit.
He said he was my friend.
But I'm just saying, you're jumping to the conclusion that he's telling the truth and that I'm not.
I guess what goes on in the dark goes on.
Well, I'm just saying, you're
then they keep trying to call somebody ghetto and ratchet. Baby, it's nothing ghetto and ratchet about me. But if you take me there, I can take it there.
Wait, come on, bro, put the camera back on. Put the camera back on. Look at her face, yo. Look at her face, bro.
Zachariah, was they really fighting or was that scripted? Because they were straight up like, mom,
actors don't fight like that for real. Don't fight like that. That was real.
That girl with that white shirt on was hooking. I am pro non-violence.
But here we go.
If it came to it, the girl with the white shirt would be on my side. That's all I'm saying.
Uh-oh.
picture too. That's a really
Yeah,
nice
the cast pictures are hot though. I love it. The cast pictures are, oh Lord.
Jesus, take the wheel of
Oh Lord. Yeah, the cast pictures are everything. But yeah,
and the fact that I couldn't hear the trailer, but I could see the trailer, and I'm interested. I cannot wait to watch it.
Yeah, and what Terrence was saying, like I said, yeah, definitely, you could tell with these reality shows, because you know me, I like my ratchet TV every now and again. And we're gonna get into that next. But with this, you can tell. To me, it's real. Like, of course, they might, you know, with reality TV, because of filming, I work in production. You have to set stuff up. So you have to, I have to tell you, like, okay, because you have to let the cameraman know. Be here at this certain time so we can record.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, and that's why sometimes on reality shows they're like, well, I tried to call to meet me for lunch, but he ain't picking up the phone because he not coming to film it. He not coming to, you know, to come record, you know, be a part of the scene. And so, of course, you have to set some of that stuff up. But just what's going on within the scene, what I like about this show is, like, it's raw, and they don't care. They're not trying to be put up a front for the camera. And that's what I like about the Inner Circle Houston. It's just like, it's raw. It's like, you know, press record and bam, y'all just do what y'all do in front of the camera.
So fighting though, like, you know what? I can't wait to get that episode. I don't know which episode that is, but was that that's season 2, ain't it?
What, this?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is season 2. So you gotta watch season 1.
Ain't nobody.
But it's on YouTube. Watch all the episodes. It's on
I
there.
want to see the fight.
Oh, that comes out in January.
See.
But it's closer than Karma. Karma don't come out until February.
Y'all play too much on this Shonda Rhimes tip. Too much. I'm excited about it though.
Yeah.
Oh, Zachariah.
Yeah, it's gonna be good. I'm trying to pull up the date, but I can't pull it up. If you can tweet it to me, Zachariah, before we go, we're gonna close out at 2. But if you can tweet it to me, I can put it in there real quick. So, but it does come out in January. Go to YouTube, The Inner Circle Houston. It's there. Check it out. It's gonna be awesome.
You should do a spinoff in Augusta. I'll be more than happy to be a part of the Inner Circle.
That'll be dope. That'll be dope. The Inner Circle Augusta. It would get real.
Extremely real.
Extremely.
I just can't be the one that's fighting.
Oh yeah, I can't fight either. I'm definitely not.
No, I can fight.
No.
I just can't be the one.
I can throw blows too. I'm just saying, but I'm not going to fight.
Yeah,
though.
you know.
Oh, Zachariah says January 16th.
January 16th. Yeah.
That's when the Inner Circle Houston season 2
come out. That's not that bad.
out.
It's about a month and a half.
Yeah. Not too far away.
I like
not
Karma, but okay.
You tripping. Karma comes back in February. We are filming season 2 right now. If you have not checked it out, definitely check out this award-nominated show with the LA Web Fest 2015. Definitely check it out. Shout out to Ashley Black, who was nominated for Outstanding Leading Actress. Shout out to Terrence, because he got nominated for Outstanding Theme Song. He created the theme song for Karma.
And I'm going to be the background dancer for the theme song in season 2.
And shout out to Cedric. He got Outstanding Guest Actor nomination. I got Outstanding Writing nomination. And then shout out to the cast of The Lions Den. Shout out to Robert, Danny, Malcolm, and Mike Williams. They got nominated for Outstanding Score for Season 5 of Lions Den. So that definitely a lot of good things happening over here. We got 14 minutes left. Let's talk about some Ratchet TV. Let's talk about this Love and Hip Hop situation. Now, for those of you who know me, I've been saying for weeks, if you want to flashback to the previous episode of KARLTON Says Live, I've said that I was tired of reality TV. I will admit that I did say that. But you know how when you have those days where you don't have anything else to watch on TV, you're just kind of sitting there, you may be off work, and you're just like, I don't want to eat, so I need to watch some TV, so...
And I don't want to sleep no more.
And you don't want to sleep no more because you...
hours.
Exactly. So I just woke up, and I was like, dang, I done slept for a long time. Let me cut on TV. There's nothing on. There's nothing on my DVR. I don't have Netflix. So, bam, my TV is up on VH1, and what am I watching? I Love Hip Hop Hollywood Marathon.
I did it too.
And I got sucked in.
I did it too.
I got sucked back in. So, yes, Love Hip Hop ended on Monday. And yeah, what are your thoughts on Love Hip Hop Hollywood? What's going on? Like, the reunion is coming up on Monday, so.
I will say I love Tiara's song.
Yeah, that song's dope.
I like that song.
That song's dope.
But I'm sad to say it's probably not gonna go anywhere. Just like that Olivia song that I was in love with. Remember December? I was in love with that song. It's just they play too much because when it's good music, y'all don't wanna, you wanna promote ratchetness, but you're not gonna promote this girl when she has something great.
Marion's song is out though. His album is out. His album is out.
He with Maybach music,
but
so
yeah,
that's totally different. That's on a whole nother level.
Yeah, it's true. That's true. That's true.
Let's see
This,
here.
I want to interject. I remember I was saying that I didn't really like the cast too much of Love Hip Hop Hollywood, but I fall in love with somebody. Her name is Masika.
That's his boo, y'all. I showed up to work and Carlton was like, guess who I'm in love with on Love and Hip Hop Hollywood? And I was like, Masika. He was like, yep. And we both agreed that once her Botox and stuff went down, she's beautiful.
Yeah,
she's a really pretty
she's
girl.
Really pretty.
She really is. She don't need those injections and stuff anymore.
And again, what happened? It's just like, I guess you know how sometimes from season 1 to 2 they'll upgrade between season 1 and then they'll look different season 2. Like she kind of did it was kind of like a gradual upgrade throughout the season. I was like, dang, Masika, like it's just. Yeah, Masika's it.
She's a pretty girl,
and I love her. And I love her swag. I love her attitude. It's just.
I love her snappy combat.
It's something about the snappy combat. That's why I like. That's why I love Mimi Fox from Love Hip Hop Atlanta.
I love
it's something about the snappy
and
combat.
And it hit hard.
And
you know what I'm saying? It's not like, oh, you stupid little. It's like, that would hurt a little bit.
I love it.
I
So
like her.
now I'm gonna say this about the Love Hip Hop franchise. I do think it's unfair. I think it's unfair that Young Bird got fired.
Oh snap! He got fired. Oh yeah, because he beat up Masika.
Because allegedly he choked out Masika. But so he got fired from Love and Hip Hop Hollywood. But then if you go back, rewind to Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, y'all know Benzino and Titi, they got fired. So they're not going to be on a new season of Love and Hip Hop Atlanta but they kept Jocelyn and Stevie J. I feel like it's unfair because Jocelyn started all that fight. Yep. She terrorized that whole reunion. She pretty much ruined it because she was on a vendetta and wanted to fight everybody. So my thing is this: if we're it goes back to what we've been saying from the beginning of the episode. Injustice is injustice. Wrong is wrong. It's not fair that you want to try to punish Young Bird for what he did. This is outside of Love and Hip Hop, but this was when they was not even filming. Right. This happened after the reunion, but you don't want to punish Jocelyn.
But I think it's more of people look at it like, oh, well, men that fight men are angry, or women that fight women are catty. But when a man hits a woman, that's where the buck stops. I think that's their mind frame. I'm not saying it's okay.
Wrong.
I'm just saying that's their mind frame,
yeah.
and I just feel like
that's wrong though. That's wrong.
It's almost like the Ray Rice situation because Masika is still with him. So it's kind of like the Ray Rice situation. If you sit around and let somebody hit on you and choke you and y'all upset and y'all fighting and you okay with it, don't be mad when the world okay with it.
But my thing is this too. Let's okay, we want to do that. Let's go to with Portia and Kenya from Real Housewives of Atlanta. Portia got downgraded. She didn't get fired, but she got downgraded. She's not holding a peach. I have an issue with that. I'm like, why?
I have a major issue.
First of all, Portia is on all the episodes. She's been on basically all the episodes since the show can't come back.
She's hilarious.
I love Portia, but my thing is this: why did she get downgraded? Why did Kenya get punished? Because I agree, because Kenya started that. She instigated that.
Her.
She did, and I understand that we all grown and nobody can make you do what you don't want to do or do what you want to do. But at the same time, she provoked that whole situation.
You can't
and
if somebody puts a flag in a bull's face
exactly.
And
my thing is this: if you're gonna put a bullhorn or whatever in my face and be disrespectful, I'm coming at you. Don't come for me, because I'm gonna come back at you stronger.
Especially when I asked you 3 times.
Exactly.
Sit down, get it out my face. Get it out my face.
Exactly.
And you continue to do it.
Exactly. See, because Kenya thought Portia was gonna hit her. When Portia pulled that hair and punched her real quick,
right.
then she wanna cry and be like, oh.
But that was the point of it. She was trying to get her fired.
Yeah, and
she
obviously
was doing all she could to get the girl fired.
And unfortunately, Portia fell for the bait. She took the bait, and then
she did take the bait.
Yeah, but the thing is with
she'll
Portia,
have a peach next season.
Of course, I mean, but I agree. And my thing is this with Portia: it's like she didn't even know she was downgraded until because she shot probably she's gonna be on every episode.
Yeah, that's shady. I don't think she's gonna be on the finale this time.
Well,
but she's gonna be on every.
They need to replace Claudia Jordan because she's boring
as hell.
So yeah, she's boring.
And she got swerved on by Portia at that luncheon.
Yeah.
and she was like, something about a come up or something, and Claudia was like, not me, and she was like, about this lotion.
Right.
Yeah. As you can tell, we like reality TV. When our real show's not on, like Shonda Rhimes play too much, Carlton, you play too much.
Oh, you tripping.
So I have nothing else to watch, so you're going to be hearing about reality TV for a while. Just being real.
Yes, that's true.
Especially next week.
You gotta watch something. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to look up to see what the topics we're gonna be talking about.
Can y'all since Carlton is leaving me and going to Houston, they shaded for that because we could have did Carlton Says live in Houston, but you know what? That's neither here nor there.
So Zachariah, if you're still watching, I'll be in Houston next week. So I don't know if y'all still filming, but y'all need a guest star, you know.
So I need for y'all to email, mail, Instagram, Facebook me. Your suggestions. What do you want to hear? What do you want to talk about? It's just gonna be me. I don't know if he's gonna do another girls segment or who's gonna be here.
Do you want a girls segment?
It's up to you.
Okay, I had a guy coming in and take my place, but I haven't heard from him yet. But
well, depending on who answers first, you know, we'll have discussions and stuff. So just let me know what you want to hear about. It's your choice next week. I don't want to really totally take over everything. So
yeah, Tamika's in charge next week. So.
Oh, this is gonna be fun.
Yep. Woo! I do have something we talk about. Let's we want to prayers and condolences to Kelly Rowland's family.
Oh Lord.
And Todd from the Real Housewives of Atlanta, his family as well. Both Kelly Rowland and Todd, they both lost their mothers.
On the same day.
It was because Todd lost his mom on Sunday because she had a stroke. And I don't know if Kelly's mom passed on Sunday night or if it was Monday morning, but it was definitely bad. I don't know what was wrong. What was going on with Kelly Rowland's mother? I need to look that up. I meant to look that up before we got here, but
when I looked it up, it didn't have any information on it.
I just think it's definitely sad. It's sad, and it just makes you thank God, you know, that you have your mom still here. If your mother is still here, you know, thank God for your mom and your dad if you still have your father here, and it's just it makes you reflect. Because life is short, life is precious, and it's important to cherish the ones that are still here. Yep. You know what I'm saying? You know, we spend a lot of time fighting, and we spend a lot of time bickering and just complaining and all the time. But when do we take time to be grateful? You know, and it shouldn't be just Thanksgiving. It shouldn't just be one day of the year where we're grateful and thankful for what we have. It should be a 365, sometimes 366 thing. You know what I'm saying? It should be every day. And sometimes when death happens, it's a wake up call. It's kind of like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's real, you know what I'm saying? So
and just thank God for another day. If you have a chance to get it right, you know, some people's relationships with their parents aren't perfect. You know, you're angry with them for whatever the reason may be. For instance, I didn't have a great relationship with my father. Once my mother, they got a divorce when I was a small child, but I truly believe in the Bible when it says honor your mother and your father. And even though I didn't have a relationship and I grew up in a single parent home, when my father passed away 2 years ago, I was the only child he had. I was the only one that can do the arrangements. I was the only one that can keep his name going. I was the only one that can honor him. And it's very hard. So with that being said, sweep around your own front door and make sure that you going to sleep and okay with situations and stuff like that. Not saying that they weren't okay with their parents, but you can wake up tomorrow and somebody can be dead, or you cannot wake up tomorrow. You just want to make sure that any situation that you can reconcile and be okay with before you close your eyes, that you do that, because we're not promised.
That's true. That's real. That's real right there. Speaking of, you know, rest in peace and stuff. That wasn't a great transition. I'm sorry, but Whitney Houston, you know, of course, she's not with us. She's not with us anymore. But there's a movie coming out in January. It'll be out.
Is that the person playing?
That's Yaya DaCosta. We talked about that.
No, who was that person in the small circle?
I don't know who the person in the small circle it was. Who was that, Terrence?
That's what's the name, daughter?
Bobby Christina?
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, they all look like her.
Anyway.
Okay, anyway.
Yaya
looks like her.
Yeah. So this movie comes out in January. They have the trailer out. Y'all go check it out on YouTube. It's there.
It's not produced by Wendy Williams.
Oh, the shade. I'm just saying,
you know, people gonna be like, oh my God.
Yeah, but you know what? I watched the Aaliyah movie. It was a monstrosity. I'm sorry. Y'all know I'm down with Wendy Williams. But that movie was horrible. I'm sorry. That movie was horrible. It was rushed. It looked rushed. It just didn't come together. None of the people looked like him. Like, how's that Missy and how's that Timberland? I don't understand where that equates. And my thing is this, and I'm not going to even blame Alexandria Shipp, who played the lead in the movie. I'm not blaming her. She only did what she did she did what she had. I don't think the script was great. I think they focused too much on the R. Kelly situation. That choreography wasn't good. You didn't have any of her hits in it, and that's because you didn't have the rights to the music. So I was like, you didn't have the family support, so you're not really getting who Aaliyah really was, and you're going off of this book that was written. No, wrong, incorrect. I feel like once the family said, "Hey, we're not cool with it," because they're probably still trying to heal from it. And I know people are probably saying, "Oh, get over it. It's been a long time." You can't tell nobody when to get over somebody's death. You can't tell nobody to do that. So don't come at them like that.
And then don't be mad when they want something they feel like it deserves a big screen movie, because I feel like it does. And I feel like I would pay $11 to see Aaliyah, her real movie, if it's done the right way.
It needs to be done the right way.
With the casting, with everything.
Exactly.
Just like they did James Brown. A lot of people downplayed that, but James Brown's movie, Get On Up, was actually a very good movie. And the family held out with these, Lifetime and VH1 movies, and they held out for something bigger, because you want that legacy to go on, no matter if it's only 10 people that see it. You want it to be done right.
Well, I had said, I wouldn't care if it was on the big screen, because let's be real, movies are expensive unless you got to date somebody pay for it for you. So it's but I do feel that it needs to be done. It needs to be done again. It needs to be done correctly. If it's in the movie theater, that's awesome. That's great. I would have the $11 to go check it out, or somebody would be nice and bless me with a movie ticket. But I just really wanted it to be done right, because her legacy deserves that. Yeah. She was young, but she had an impact on the music industry, and I think it definitely deserves that. I'm sorry that movie was horrible. It was bad. It was really bad. But hopefully the Whitney Houston movie will be better.
It seems like it will.
I definitely think it will.
The casting already looks
good. The trailer looks good. Of course, we know Angela Bassett directed the movie, and she was a really good friend of Whitney Houston.
And Angela Bassett can play anybody.
And she don't play.
So she don't play. She done been Michael Jackson mama, Tina Turner.
It's just everything.
She just been everybody.
She's life.
Everything.
She's life.
She's life. Plays it out.
Angela Bassett's just life.
She does. She gives me life.
She does. Real quick, I'm gonna read this comment. I asked one question. Do you think Tamar did a good job on the Soul Train Awards? Jacqueline Gray says, "LOL, no." Because Breathy from Note 1.
Yes, Jacqueline. Thank you. Confirmation.
Good night. Anyway, we're done here. Thank you so much for joining us for this segment of Carlton Says Live. We had so much fun. Of course, we talked about the serious issues, but we had fun talking about some other stuff too. We want to be more interactive. Hit us up on Facebook, Twitter throughout the week. We want to hear what you think. We're making some changes. We're going big. We're doing things. So definitely, keep us on your radar. So we're doing some great things. I'm done. I'm not going to be here next week.
I'll see you next week, you guys.
Terrence will be here next week too.
Hit me up. Let me know what you want to hear about, talk about. Give me more about the Soul Train Awards, especially Tamar. All right, we'll see you next week.
You tripping. All right, thank y'all. Y'all have a blessed weekend. We'll see y'all later. Shady All right.
See y'all later. Bye.